Hey guys, what is up? I am Devil Driven. Today I just wanted to give my review of the iOS release today. Gwent's finally on mobile. Unfortunately, Android friends have to wait until early 2020 for them to be able to play it, but if you have a compatible iOS device, the footage you're watching right now, I actually recorded this on my 6S, so that's the minimum requirements for Gwent to work. And I think it works fantastic. The game looks amazing. I knew there wasn't going to be any issues with Gwent um, getting ported over to mobile, mostly because if you've seen how they put The Witcher 3, all three expansions, in one little cartridge, I knew they were going to have no problem fitting Gwent into an iPhone or an iPad. Zero doubt whatsoever. Um, but just looking at the game in general, it ports over really well. You have all the cards still look visible. You have the leader ability accessible with the touch of a button and just dragging. The mulligan screens, you're able to either just double tap to mulligan your cards, or drag and drop to your discard pile or your back into your deck. But I think they did an amazing job. The graphics look great. The gameplay translates good. There's no issues with that. Uh, the overall flow of the game seems to be the same as your desktop version or console version. There seems to be a little bit of a lag to it, but other than that, I think it looks fantastic compared to other card games out there that are on mobile. I think it puts it to shame, to be honest. I mean it's just, the cards. There's nobody that has better cards than Gwent, at least visually. You know what I mean? They're just incredible, especially the premiums. Um, Going through the UI and everything, I think the game looks really good. There's a couple things you have to work your way through, like the deck builder. It's a little bit more clicks because you have to do it with your fingers instead of a mouse. But overall, I think it's pretty easy to build a deck. There's no struggling with that. There is a deck limit, but it's not really that big of a deal. You just delete them. I know it stinks, but if you guys are new to Gwent, you'll realize that there's always going to be a lot of changes to Gwent, changes to the cards. So decks become obsolete really fast, and it makes it actually kind of hard to do beginner content, because you put out beginner content, and then a couple of days later a card's too strong, so they have to change it, and then the beginner guide comes obsolete. But overall, I think the game flows really well. The UI looks good. It's just, if you've been playing Gwent for a while, you're happy to have this if you have a compatible device. I'm beyond ecstatic with just me personally. I don't create content for a living. I have a 9 to 5 job, so being able to take Gwent with me, play a couple games at lunch break or whatever. Just when I don't want to come downstairs, and my recording studio's in the basement, but I could just sit on the couch, play a couple games. I can even record them on my phone and then just commentate them as I go, which as a content creator, it's really great. I'm a huge fan of that. And really the only issue that I've ran across is one. Well, there's two. You'll notice in the ending screens, when I go to end a turn, it takes a couple minutes. I think this is probably a good thing, so you don't accidentally click on the coin to end your turn, but you have to click the coin a couple times to get it to end your turn. And every once in a while, going into your deck, your graveyard pile, I've had a couple times where I wasn't able to scroll correctly, but I haven't really had any connection issues. I think the game I haven't actually tried it on mobile, like like mobile internet. I've mostly been on Wi-Fi, so I'm not sure if you want to play like ranked games on like a 3G system. But playing some casual, seasonal games, to get your seasonal border or your seasonal card back for the month. It's going to be nice to play it on that as well. And then the one thing I really hope they implement in a patch very soon is to disable the taunts. I'm not a fan of the taunts in Gwent. I like having them muted, especially as a content creator, because some people get happy with that button, and it gets kind of annoying when you're trying to go through your plays and in the background you got somebody saying "observe a master in action." But like I said, overall I think the game plays great. UI is good. Very little issues with anything. There was one other issue on my 6S. I don't have sound unless I have headphones in, even if I change the settings in the in-game to speaker. I'm not sure if that's my device or if it's a known issue or not, but other than that, I think the game looks and feels great. I'm super happy to have Gwent on mobile. If you download it, make sure you leave a review and give it a 5-star review. If you've been playing it for a while, you know how Gwent works. Just give them some love. Give CDPR some love. They're really generous to you, so the least you could do is give them a 5-star review and maybe write a review saying your experiences with the game, how generous it is and everything else. But out of a 10 devil scale, I give it a 9. I give it a 9 out of 10 devils. I think it's pretty great. I hope you guys are enjoying Gwent. If you're an iOS user, like I said, the Android folks have to wait a little bit, but you'll get it soon. And then as for console players, that's a whole nother story. CDPR is working with game companies to possibly get it on mobile, so we'll see what happens. But I think they're always on our side. So like always, guys, thank you for watching. Keep an eye out on this channel if you're new to it for daily content from me and some of my guests from the Team Leviathan Gaming. But I will see you guys next time.